So YouTube family, Shedeur Sanders finally responds to all the backlash, to all the coerce collusion going on in the NFL draft, and it was a breath of fresh air. I'm gonna let you guys listen to Shedeur because it's an exceptional, how you properly said, it's exceptional to see a man, a young man, not make woe is me, not bring excuses, and stand full throttle in the face of your Mayo degenerates, your knee grumps degenerates, just pretty much a collective of people who can't stand to see a young man win for their own insecurities. Before we show you that video, you already know what I gotta do. Heart been broken so many times, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Heart been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Niggas bust up on my...
So Shedeur said this about the entire NFL draft situation and the 2025 NFL draft process, almost like a new Ford commercial. He came focused.
We finally get home and get settled. 2 nights before pro day, I get bad dreams. So that's how I know, like, the devil was trying to work on me. So then, the first night, I have horrible dreams, bad dreams. I wake up hard for me to go back to sleep, and I'm like, why all of a sudden I'm having a bad dream 2 days before pro day? Like, why? Out of all days, why now? You feel me? So that's like kind of how I understand, and even with dad and anytime greatness and all that stuff is about to happen and all that stuff, then you see the devil try to like play his games, and try to distract your mind, get you off, throw you different curveballs in life and all this different type of stuff. So night before pro day, same thing, get another bad dream. But I was prepared because I just went through it the night before. Then I'm just thinking like, why? It just don't make sense. Like, how am I continuously getting bad dreams back to back? And life been the same every day. And one of the most important days of my life. Isn't that wild, bro?
It is.
I had no control, bro.
Yeah, like you want to tell us what happened? You remember?
Yeah, all right, so I think the one before, pro day was I was dropping back and it just felt like the ground was like marble, and I got on cleats, so like I'm slipping, fall, you know what I mean? Like doing my drop back, slipping and all that. Then like we just take a break, kind of like how we took a break and we walked down to the other end for like red zone or anything. It was like similar to that. We took a break, we walked down, then it was just like 2 people walked towards me like super, super, super fast. And like I couldn't like say nothing, I couldn't run, I couldn't do anything, you feel me? And they just attacked me. So like, when next day I get on the field, I grip that turf a little bit hard.
Yeah.
I make sure I got a good grip on it because the night before my dreams was just so it felt so real. It felt so real. I prayed. I prayed through those times and I understood what was happening because that would always happen to dad. Soon as something big's about happening, boom, that's when he had the blood clots and stuff, and that's when he got his toes taken and all that type of stuff. Like as soon as something big about to happen, then some off
Hmm.
happens. That's just how it been. Like that's just how the trajectory of everything been. Um, in most instances, when you're about to do something to change the world almost and change perspectives, have an influence on the world, and that's why I know my purpose is bigger than just me, and it's bigger than just my thoughts. It's just I'm just in position to be able to, and the family's in position to be able to change some things. We
We
finally get
finally get
home and
home
get
and get
settled.
settled.
Blessings to the two legendary podcasts of Shedeur Sanders and Darius Sanders. No relations. If you know, you know. But listen to me, Shedeur. Those dreams you're having are premonitions. You're a blessed, lucky man to have them. Most people in their lives, they have dreams, but they never had premonitions. They never felt that calling. They never felt that spirit. I'm not even this, Christian like whatever, but I'm a most high fearing man, God fearing man. I believe in the scripture. And if I am living wrong, well, sometimes I am living unrighteously. I believe I will be punished. And I'm honest enough to say that. You are blessed to get these premonitions early like that, and you are correct, sir. When you get these visions, you're getting someone giving you an inside look on all the outlooks of things that are going on. You were very calm when you were saying that. Forget about speaking eloquently. That's what the Sambos and the tap dancers worried about. Wow, you articulated yourself in front of the males. No, this was not about that. You didn't care about who was a Negrumps, who was a male. You cared about human beings. If people paid attention to what you're saying, you could have been vindictive. You could have done what I want you to do to these males and called them out, to these Negrumps, and put the flashlight on who's the tap dancing Sambos, stepping fetchings. You took no step at all. You were very comfortable and calm, and you understand the bigger picture. See, I thought I had to say X, Y, and Z to get you going, but in your situation, you don't need to get going. I hope your father does, but with you, you are Shedeur Sanders. That's it. We don't need to add Dion. We don't need to add football. We don't need to add quarterback. No, just a human being. You said some of the most pivotal words in there. You understood you're in a position where you could change the world, which you are. That's not arrogance. The limelight is on you. It's hard to get that. And forget about the fame or the Diddy and all this extra. No, we're talking about the most high light, a different light, not the Hollywood light, not the NFL lights, the real lights. The one Gabriel seen, the one Moses tells us deeply and rooted about, the one Saul into Paul showing us. I mean, that real light. You see it in the dark, but what about that light you see at daytime? A phenomenon. And that's all I wanted you to do, Shedeur. I wanted you to get it and understand, bro. It's bigger than football. It's deeper than football. Yes, man. I promise you, I'm so proud, bro. Like, you understood the assignment, King. They want to see you cry, and I'm okay if you shed a tear. Ain't no way you didn't shed a tear behind the scenes. They broke your dream, King. But it's okay for kings to shed a little tear. It means you're human. It means you got some fuels inside you. But you didn't let them see you cry. Exactly, bro. Never let them see you cry. They wanted that moment. I see a lot of stepping fetchings on TV. We'll get to that tomorrow, making excuses for them, talking about it was about ratings and why you dropped. Nah. We ain't giving them that. We know what this was about. And even if it was ratings, you mean to tell me they're going to utilize their powers to break his dream so they can get more money for ratings to go up all the way through the fifth round? And y'all proud to use that weak excuse as if it makes some type of easy excuse to stop people from looking at one way with the other factor that has to deal with his complexion? I told you the first ones who's going to be tap dancing, and it ain't going to be mayo on a BLT sandwich. It's going to be the Negrumps. But forget all that. I don't even feel no fire to talk about that right now. We'll get to that later in the day. I'd rather focus on this and let you know I'm proud of you, bro. I'm not lying to you, man. I don't trust the Cleveland Browns at all. I know you're going through a fire right now where some of these people never walked. My fire was Iraq and losing family. Other people's have different fires they got to go through, different journeys. Every day I'm humbled to be alive. Every day I see people who I love and some I don't or whatever, and they use me. They never check on you to see if you're all right, but if they need something, they ask you for it. And it's like, this is all my life has been like that. But my military brothers, I didn't have to worry about people always asking me for this and that. My military brothers always had my back. And I feel like this world is your military brother, Shedeur, because there's a spiritual warfare. We all got our spiritual uniforms on and we're ready to go. Generals could be young men too, not just old and gray. The young can lead. The scripture tells you that. And you're leading by example already. I couldn't be more prouder than you than ever, bro. I would love for you to be family, and you are, bruh. At the end of the day, you get the message finally. I see it. Nothing needs to be explained on my side or yours. If those are righteous or try to be righteous, because I'm a sinner trying to be righteous, like many of us. And if you're already righteous, we all can understand one thing. When a man has arose or been risen to complete a mission some of us will never understand or get a chance to complete, then we got to get out the way and be ready to help. Not be ready to step over and try to take his shine away, try to be the leader that you were never meant to be. Sometimes ain't nobody came to see you, Otis. Sit back, fall back. This ain't your part of the show right now. It's the Shedeur Sanders show, and I'm here for it. I'll be utilized as a vessel to protect that young brother or any other brother out there, not just a Shedeur, anybody. I'm telling you, that's my life. I'll be a multi-millionaire if I didn't give a damn about none of y'all, bro. They come at me, bro. Oh, would you go here? No jumper offers, all that. Complex Magazine, when Pop Smoke died, everybody know I ain't capping about that. Shout out to Rolling Stones Magazine who covered my Pop Smoke situations. And I've always been humbled, the regular dude that get on that camera. And I finally seen in the Shedeur. When the Matrix means nothing no more, nothing tastes the same, nothing feels the same, you've been reborn. That ain't the same Shedeur I see. I see a new man. A new man has the earth shaking and quaking. A new man's gonna make you hear the thunders, bro. I know it sounds corny to some of y'all, but I don't care about the large numbers of you followers. You know, go do this, go do that. Nah, the 2/3 of y'all never was gonna make it. Scripture says that. So it's them 10% and 5% and 2% people out there that I all care about. That's the only thing I care about. In a group of 100 people, can those 5 people respect the words and understand the words? The rest of you guys are just vagabonds, roaming place to place, have no identity, have no yearning for better than what's already out here. You settled. You got comfortable in Babylon. Shedeur understands in Babylon there's a bigger mission, and he's ready for the challenge. I'm here for you, my brother. Love your family, love your kids, and never forget to stay blessed. Heart is always gonna be broken. Peace.
Heart been broke so many times.